Hey everyone, it's your girl Star Read 777 reporting from the cosmos. Please give me a thumbs up if you felt my vibe, and please remember that my videos are for both educational and entertainment purposes only. Tell a friend to tell a friend, and let's get into the cards, okay? I was very excited to put out this message today because I have not been on here for a little while. As you know, I was meant to go live my Instagram. Instagram's all fucking up, the internet's disconnected and whatever. So I'm just gonna upload this video when I have the chance to. I'm gonna upload it to both my Instagram and my YouTube. So please make sure if you are subscribed to my YouTube, then please hit the thumbs up so your girl can get a little bit of, I can get some reach out here. And if you are not subscribed to our YouTube, then I am Starry's Tarot on YouTube. So please make sure that you subscribe because all the subscribers count, all the followers count. I greatly appreciate all those who do take the time to listen to my messages. And yeah, let's get into the cards. So what I done today is because I was just like, you know what? I haven't done a message for a while, but I wanted to work a little bit more structured. Normally, I always pull cards. If you've been on my Instagram live, you'll know that I normally pull the cards there and then. And it is pretty much based off of the energies that then come into the live, but I wanted to expand a little bit more with the energy, so I wanted to do more collective reading. So I done a pre-pull because I wanted to meditate on the cards and figure out what they actually meant. I got a lot of messages, so what I want to do is I want to talk about each message as it came in, and then obviously add in more, and it's just stuff for you to think about, take away from, and just dissect it a little bit for yourself if this pertains to your current situation. And of course, also because I'm reading for a collective, there can be multiple situations that are currently playing out in your life. This could be pertaining to a past situation. This could be just something that's still very prominent in your energy. So like I said, take what resonates, leave the rest. If it isn't your story and you don't feel like it resonates for you, then that's no problem. But like I said, don't take what isn't for you. Okay, so the cards that I pulled for the pre-pull, it was these two cards. So I pulled the Devil in reverse. So I'm using the Mermaid Tarot. I thought that was very appropriate for today. The Devil in reverse with the Three of Cups. Okay, so with that, I was just like, okay, what do you mean? Because this could be multiple things. Now, we have the full moon in Capricorn coming up, which is, as if you read tarot, then you'd know that the Devil card is a Capricorn card. So yeah, look that up in your own time in. You could be a Capricorn watching this, or you could have strong Capricorn placements in your chart. I'm seeing mainly Capricorn in like Saturn in Capricorn, Capricorn Sun, Moon and Rising, and then also Pluto in Capricorn as well. And I do actually believe that Pluto is currently in Capricorn. It went into Aquarius and then went back into Capricorn, or that's coming up now. I'm not sure. Don't quote me on the actual date of that, but I do know that that's either coming up or we're currently in it again. So yeah, that's just a little side note because I don't really want to go off topic. So the first message that I got there with that was breaking free from past thought patterns. So you could be someone who's you could be thinking a lot about the past. You could be thinking about because the next message that I got was coming out of an abusive, toxic relationship, past thoughts. So this could be to do with like the relationship that you were in the past and you're still thinking about it, or an anniversary could be coming up in regards to this. It could have changed you. I know that most of the time when people come out of situations like that, especially abuse, it takes a lot for you to get back to just being yourself, remembering who you were before the abuse, remembering and just discovering yourself as well. So when you are in a place that's very low, so I don't even want to say low vibrational, because it's not like you chose to be in low vibrational energy. But of course, if you feel bad within yourself or you feel some type of way, then naturally you are going to attract people of a lower vibration. So during this time, you could have met people, friends, like just very toxic people that were around you during that time because of the position that you were in and the energy that you was vibrating at that time. So it was almost as if it like attracted them to you like flies in a way, like, oh look, she's got this aura about her now, because let's be real, people can read auras. So if you're someone who is depressed, or you're in a low vibrational energy such as like depression, even anxiety, because that can make you it changes your thought process altogether. It makes you feel some type of way about yourself, like your views and thoughts will be somewhat distorted. And then obviously people that know that, they can then come and manipulate the energy to work in their advantage, if that makes sense. So you could have met people during this time that wasn't the best time in your life, and now obviously as you're coming out and evolving and growing from that time, you've realized that they no longer really fit in or align with you, because you've obviously evolved and you've come out of that thought process. So I'm seeing that someone needs to just wrap that up. Maybe they need to do like a full moon ritual, because like I said, the full moon is in a few days now. So the day that I've put this message out, I'm recording this on the 1st of July. The full moon is on the 3rd of July. So you still have time to do what it is that you need to do. I was picking up strongly on like a water spell or something to do with the sea, particularly releasing it in the sea. Maybe if you're a water sign, that could work best for you. If you're a fire sign, maybe you need to burn something. Maybe you need to write a letter to your past self and then burn it as a release. Maybe you need to take a spiritual bath if you can't get to the seaside. Maybe you need to plant something. I would personally recommend something that is more like a resurrection thing. So something that will bloom each year. Maybe it dies off again and then blooms again. I know that I'm not a florist. I'm not really like into flowers in that sense. I know like the flowers that I like, you know, but you could plant a flower, or you could buy a plant that is like a plant that goes through a lot. Like maybe a plant that doesn't really need that much attention in that sense, but it's very what is the word, like I can't think of the word, like, you know, of a plant that can really go through a lot and it is, you know, still standing kind of thing. I'm thinking of a snake plant in particular, because they don't really need much water, and they, like, when they're really thriving, like they have like a lot of extra leaves and babies and stuff, so like you'll have more and they'll just multiply and stuff, and it's really good, and they're easy to propagate as well. That's just a little side note. So I'm feeling that someone needs to do something like that. Or if you smoke, then just, you know, meditate on that, light a spliff, and then read what it is that you need to, and then just let it go into the universe. Exhale that shit out into the universe. Maybe you need to take the spliff outside when the moon is out, and then leave this shit behind. Like, let it go, you know. What else do I have? So I have also coming out of a toxic group. So I did briefly speak on that. So coming out of a toxic group, maybe you feel that you no longer fit in, but you're starting to feel as if you're the problem. Trust me, you're not the problem. It's just they don't align with you anymore, and it's okay to be different. It's okay to have your own thoughts and beliefs and views on certain things, and it's okay to rediscover yourself and understand that you don't like certain things. Maybe you're someone who's easily who is easily put under peer pressure. So someone who does stuff just to fit in. Like, for example, you may go somewhere, you don't necessarily like the music, or you might not like the food there or whatever, but everyone else likes it, so you're just gonna like go along with it in that sense, but you actually don't really want to be there. So in a way, it's kind of like your energy and your heart ain't in it. So then you may indulge in like low vibrational stuff to enjoy it, when really and truly you shouldn't even be there in the first place. But that's for somebody. I don't know who that's for. But like I said, sometimes the messages can become quite specific. Like I said, if that is for you, then please take note that I don't mean it any way, shape or form rude. I'm not trying to disrespect anyone. Like, it's your life choices and what have you. I'm just here as a messenger to get a message across. There's probably someone out here that really needed to hear this message. Or like I said, for me personally, now at this point, I'm not in a place where I'm like, I need to have 1 million followers, because I don't need to have 1 million followers. I don't need to have all these people, because I notice the higher ranked that you are in this spiritual world and this spiritual life and all that shit, you have a lot of people that are just waiting to take your place. So at the same time, it's not like I am like, yeah, I want to be you know, I want to be someone that has 1 million followers. I feel like I could have 1 million followers if I wanted to, but at the same time, it's not about the fame, or it's not about me getting out there. It's about, even if one person needed to hear this message, then I've done what it is that I need to do. I didn't even want to come on here and film. I've not filmed for a while. Eventually I'll start putting my face back on the camera and stuff, but I don't really want my videos on YouTube with like, I feel like the YouTube videos and the Instagram videos will stay like this. If you sign up to my Patreon, because I will be releasing weekly videos on Patreon, that is actually where I'm headed to, you will be able to have the more you know, one-on-one, as if I'm talking to you. But for now, we're just going to do it like this at the moment. All you need to do, you can listen to this podcast style, so you don't even need to really see the cards unless you're watching, because like I said, you're not seeing anything on the screen. It's mainly me just talking, and I'm showing you the cards. But really and truly, I might actually just edit out and make it into a podcast. I don't know. I might leave it like this. Who knows? But like I said, you can just listen to this if you want. You don't, like I said, you don't need to really look at the screen. If you're someone who really wants to look at the screen and see the cards and stuff, like I said, I'll be moving my videos more onto Patreon, so I'll be there. Okay, so you can sign up there when I release the memberships. You can sign up there. So back to what I was saying. So there could be someone that's also struggling with addictions. I'm mainly seeing drinking. So there could be someone who has a alcohol addiction. They're trying to come away from that. Maybe this alcohol addiction is keeping them bound or in some form of negative mindset. You know, it's good to drink. Like I love a drink every now and again. But I noticed that there's certain times there's a time and a place for things, and when you have certain responsibilities, you can't just be constantly drinking and blotting shit out and forgetting stuff, and like it's not a good look and it's not a good vibe. And especially in today's society, if you're just going to be like constantly drinking and stuff, it just doesn't look good. Especially if you're, again, someone who is a public figure, people know you, people have to meet you. You don't want them to be like, oh, she drinks a lot, or he drinks a lot. Like, you don't really want them to start talking about stuff like that, because that's not what you want to be remembered as, like the alcoholic. You want to be remembered as a respectful person. You want to be remembered as someone who is civilized in this society. You want to be remembered as someone that, all the positive aspects of yourself. So you could be someone who's a public speaker. You want to be known for that. You want people to talk about, oh, she really knows what she's talking about, or he really knows what he's talking about. You want people that you want to be seen as someone who has power. You want to be seen as powerful. You want to be seen as someone that is that needs to be respected. So if you want the respect, you need to, conduct yourself in a more respectful manner. I'm seeing that there is someone out here that is drinking too much and they really need to rein that shit in. Being okay with being different. So again, it just to recap on what I was saying about the friendship group, it could be like you've come away from these people, you've come away from just situations where you're just like, okay, well, where do I actually fit in? Who am I as a person? But just know that it's okay to be different. Like I wrote down misfit. I know that maybe it's not like a great word to use, but I feel like the misfit is okay, because you're not meant to fit in. The Most High has other plans for you. You're not meant to be with these people. These people are not part of your plan. So as much you can reminisce on the times and, back in the days, and like you miss them, really and truly, you're missing that version of them, but you're not that version of yourself anymore. And when things happen to you, they're not happening to you, they're happening for you. So when someone starts acting a little bit off, and sometimes they're just like, I don't know what's wrong with these people, but they're acting a bit funny, then trust that shit, because there's no point in you going home and doubting yourself and your discernment, your intuition, or whatever you call it, yeah? And then you're sitting there like a nervous wreck. I'm really seeing that someone is struggling with anxiety and they're starting to feel like they're the problem. I do feel like this person, it's not even to do with an addiction or anything like that. It's just this person has anxiety. So naturally, they're going to be in that mindset. And I feel like a lot of people play on that. Okay, so back to the message. I believe I was talking about the full moon in Capricorn. So we did go over that. And being okay with being different. So it's important for you to really embrace yourself during this time as well. So if you really feel like you don't fit in, you're not meant to fit in. I was explaining this already. I'm not even saying the previous message. To me, it's like it's the previous message, because obviously, but I'm gonna edit this shit out, because what the fuck. No, but what I was gonna say is like, it's okay to be different. It's okay to not fit in or just not really feel as if you want to do what everyone else is doing. Like to be, you know, step out the box, be a bit more eccentric, be, you know, different with your approach to life. You could also be starting up something as well, because I was seeing like a partnership. So with the devil in reverse, with the Three of Cups in reverse, I was also seeing someone coming out of a toxic group. So you could have been in a partnership with like multiple people, and you've come out of that and you want to kind of do your own thing now. So this could be pertaining to like a spiritual business or just something that is part of your purpose. I pick up strongly on like people who work with children in particular, people in the healthcare. So there could be like people who are branching off of the current position that they have, that aligns more with their purpose. Like, so for example, you have someone who works in healthcare and they want to go down the route of herbalist, for example, or someone who works with children with special needs and they then want to learn to work with crystals that would help the children with special needs. So just a few things like that, you know. So it might be more a spiritual based approach that you're taking, as opposed to just like textbook approach or what everyone else is doing. So take what you need from that. I've been trying to learn more about runes as well, because I've noticed like obviously the sacred sigils as well. So and you can see them in certain things in the symbolism. And there's a deck of cards that I enjoy using. In the beginning, it was like one of the first decks that I ever received from someone. I don't even know who it was. Someone sent them to me in the post, and there was no there was like no what do you call it? So I know someone had gifted me it, but there was no letter or anything on it to say like, you know, this is, we've gifted you this set. And then I had a set already, so I gave mine to someone else. So I hope they help her as well, because at the time I didn't really connect with the cards, but now I'm more like, because there are also runes incorporated in the imagery, you can, you know, you can see more. So if you read runes and you want to learn more about runes, I would strongly recommend buying that deck. So it's the Lightseers Tarot. I also have some on sale, and I do have a small metaphysical store online that you can also purchase these things from. So if you need it quickly and you watch this video, you're welcome to message me, because I'm sure most of you probably have like my Snapchat or on Instagram, what have you. You can message me individually and I can arrange that for you, or you can purchase it via the shop. I haven't uploaded them yet, but they will be uploaded by Monday, so whichever works best for you. So back to the cards that I'm using and just how it works. So I've been seeing a lot more of that. So because now what I've done is I also purchased a Runes Familiar deck. You can see the photos, as well as I just find it visually it helps me more with my readings and to just get more messages out. So even this reading is 4 cards, but because I have a lot to look at and there's a lot of different scenarios that are coming out, I feel like it's important, especially if you're getting into tarot, because I feel like I'm also talking to people who may be trying to learn more about tarot, and that's why you watch my messages, because I know that some people actually come to learn something, which is cool, because I'd appreciate, that's why I said educational as well. So I'd appreciate that I can teach you something, whether the message isn't for you, I can still teach you something in terms of what it is that I'm doing, and just about learning how to do certain things, like i.e. tarot. And another thing that I noticed as well is all these cards seem to have the same kind of theme going on. All the cards that I've pulled for this collective, there's the same kind of theme going on. So I definitely know that I'm speaking to a particular collective. I'm seeing strong water energy here though. So like I said, I'd mentioned water energy. I'd already mentioned Capricorn, so I pick up strong Capricorn energy, so predominantly Capricorn. So you could have, like I said, a lot of Capricorn placements in your chart, or you could have Capricorn in Pluto or Saturn. And then, like I said, more water energy with the 3 of Cups here. So Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. I'm picking up on a Pisces in particular because there was a message, but I haven't got to that yet. So there is a message for specific Pisces, or something to do with Pisces, or during Pisces season, or something, what have you. So it could be a message for a specific person, or it could be significant to multiple of you here. So the rune that I pulled as well was Orgies, which I noticed I had something, and it was you know, like you get those iron on things, iron on patches, and I had one, and it actually has the rune in it. But because obviously if you're not looking at runes in the sense of like, oh, I didn't know that was a rune, you wouldn't have seen it as a rune. But because I'm now learning more about the runes and the runetic alphabet and stuff like that, I'm now seeing things and symbols because my focus is on it. So do you see what I mean? So depending on what it is that you're actually trying to see, the cards can also help you kind of focus more on what it is that you need to see in terms of your reality, you know. So I had Orgies, which means protection, defense, and independence. So it pretty much ties in with what I was saying in regards to this. I'm picking up strongly on a domestic abuse survivor in particular, that you may need to look this up as well. Orgies is called, so ALGIS is pronounced Orgies, okay? But and I did make sure that I pronounced that shit correctly, because I don't want to be the one here that's like, oh, did I say it right? Or you can correct me if I said it incorrectly, but I did try my best to be able to learn how to pronounce them, because they are words that they are not pronounced like how they're written in that sense. So yeah. So higher self. So someone could be tapping more into their higher self as well. So they could be starting their spiritual journey, or they could be trying to learn more about their spiritual journey, try to learn more about their beliefs. And I feel like this particular situation that happened to them in their life has kind of helped them tap more into that side of them. The advice card that came out was the Five of Cups, but it came out like sideways. So when I was shuffling, it fell on the floor, but it fell out sideways. So I was like, you know what, I'm going to take it, because it flipped up as well. So I was like, I definitely needed to see that card, so I took it. So it's the Five of Cups. The Five of Cups, like, I like it in this deck. It's not really as bad, but in the traditional tarot deck, it's like this man in a black cloak, and he's looking down and he's sad as fuck, and there's like 3 cups standing upright behind him, but he's more focused on the spilt out cups. So I feel like this is someone who they could be in victim mentality a lot, or they could be someone who lingers a bit too long on problems, so that they have problems letting shit go. Okay, so I'm seeing that they're like, because they're too fixated on shit that went wrong and negativity, they're not actually seeing the new opportunities behind them with the 3 of Cups. But we had the 3 of Cups in reverse, but now because this has come out sideways, I feel like this is now because this person needs to come out of the situation, let these people go, and let that situation go, and then they can be like the 5 of Cups, the 5 of Cups upright. I was like having problems with my words there, like what the fuck. The 5 of Cups upright, but being okay with letting that shit go. So I'm seeing someone is sad about a relationship that didn't work out, but this person could have had like toxic tendencies, or they are connected. No, this is okay, cool. This is a specific message, because they're like, no, stop that shit. You need to really make sure that the message really hits this person, because, okay, so there was a connection here. There was a connection here that was like meant to happen, but I feel like the timing of this connection wasn't right. I feel like this person knows that this is their person, but the timing, there was just something going on that kind of blocked the connection blossoming. So I feel like, you know, when they say like right place, right person, wrong time, that was definitely the situation for these 2 people. So they could have been, I'm seeing, like, I'm picking up on this, someone was a Capricorn, or they could be like, what's after Capricorn? Aquarius. Okay, so Capricorn, Aquarius, or they could be like Capricorn, Aquarius cusp, or like Aquarius sun, Capricorn moon. That's, ooh. Or like the other person could be Capricorn dominant placements in their chart or something. But I'm picking up, or there could be a water energy here as well. I'm picking up on a lot of mainly Pisces energy. Their birthday could be the 15th of March, because I was picking up on someone from the 15th of March, but I haven't got to that message yet. So back to the situation. So someone was sad because something didn't work out, but it wasn't the right time for that. And I feel like this person is also connected to an energy that you shouldn't be connected to. But because of, obviously, I feel like you probably, were to, sleeping together or whatever, and they're around this person, they're bringing you that energy. So it's fucking your shit up and vice versa. Or you could have been around someone that they're not, you know, it goes both ways, especially if we're talking about maybe twin flames. You could feel like this person is your twin flame, but you don't know about twin flames or whatever, but it's just something about this person that just felt right to you. Like, he was like, I know this is my person, but this situation, everything's a little bit fucked up. It doesn't seem like it's the right time. It doesn't seem like there was just always something kind of going on for it not to really materialize, in a sense. I do see these two people coming back together, but there is something that somebody needs to do first. I'm seeing a girl with long dark hair. So you could have long dark hair, or there could be a girl that in the background, third party, whatever, that has long dark hair. I don't know. Okay, take what resonates for you. So with the advice being the 5 of Cups sideways, I wrote letting go and giving back to the universe. So I was, to reiterate what I was saying in the beginning, I did say like someone needs to let shit go. So give it back to the universe. I don't know whether you're going to give it back to go to the seaside, let it go in the sea. If you're going to just write that shit up, burn it, plant it, do something with it. Because I did recommend like a plant or planting some flowers, or you could just buy a plant, whatever works best for you or whatever you feel called to do. But I also feel that you need to transmute the energy of this into something beautiful. So, this is bringing me back to Piscean energy again. So being like more in that energy of just creating, being in the flow. You may be someone who does art as like more as not a hobby, but just like you may just need to release some of that emotion in art. You might want to do like a little canvas or just make something, whatever feels right for you. I feel like I'm picking up on a creative collective here, so they could make something, whether it be jewelry, like a bouquet of flowers, whatever, like just make something and feel that energy of it being transmuted into something beautiful. So just the fact that you're doing something to release, but you're making something beautiful out of it. So transmuting pain into strength. So a lot of you are going through things at the moment that you need to just be able to let go. It's okay to feel the pain. It's okay to be in it and be able to feel and acknowledge it and stuff, but not to the point you're allowing it to engulf you. Yeah, so you're just allowing it to overtake you. You're just like, I'm in so much pain that you can't even process other emotions that are trying to come in, like maybe some love is trying to come in, or maybe some finances or some other blessings, but because you're just engulfed in sadness, it's not happening. So someone needs to really let shit go here. Like in the full moon in Capricorn again, it's I need to look up what you can do during the full moon in Capricorn, because I know this is more tied to finances. Capricorn is all about finances. I did miss out some messages here, so I'm going to go back to those. So a negative mindset with finances, or you could just be someone who is happy with what they have, so you're very humble. You'd be a very, very like charitable person, so someone who easily gives stuff away. So you could be like, oh yeah, you can have it. Like you're not really attached to the material aspect of things. Like it doesn't really mean anything to you in that sense. And so you could be at a point where I'm not going to be the one to sit here and say, oh, you're being too charitable, because at the end of the day, if you feel that you need to give, I don't know, there's a homeless man on the street and you feel that you need to give him £5 or £10, then you do that. You act on that. I'm not going to be the one to say, oh, don't do that. Like charity begins at home. Don't do this. Like they're just going to buy it on drugs or do whatever. They're just going to use it for drugs. They're going to use it for this, use it for that. But maybe that was just your spirit giving it to them. Yeah. Saying that they need it. It doesn't matter about what they need it for, whether it's for drugs or if they're buying a warm meal or fucking, what is it that they always say? Like, they need like £1 or something so that they can go to the shelter. I don't know, in different places it's a different amount each time. So sometimes, like, I know in certain places like 25p. I'm just like, wow. So they have to like obviously get small change so that they can do that and whatever. And there are genuine people out there that are struggling. And there are people out there that are very prideful and you wouldn't even know, you know. So it's important for you to do what you feel is right, not listen to people and sit around people that say, oh, why did you do that, and you're whatever. No, you done that because that's what you wanted to do and that's what you felt to do. Okay, letting go of feeling financially bound. So there could also be, because I was listening to something the other week, so I feel like this is important to talk about, because I've went off the radar for a little while. I was just trying to like find myself again and just kind of be more in my own energy. Because when you talk a lot on social media, it's not like you run out of stuff to say, but then you notice that certain things start to happen in your life, or you're starting to abandon other things, and there's other things that need to be focused on. It can't just be like social media is my life and I need to become like engulfed in it, in the sense of like I need to be there for other people and talking to them all the time, because that's when people think, oh, she's there anyway, or he's there anyway, I can just talk to them. So when you feel that you need to pull your energy back, which is what I done, and I feel a lot better for it, because I feel like my message now is very concise. It's very, I can talk about what it is that I've written down and discovered, and then I can also add more into it, and it just feels like talking to the collective is more like we're having a conversation, even though I know that we're not actually talking. I am talking to someone. I know that this message is reaching someone. I know that someone is actually listening to it and be like, wow, you're really speaking to me. So then I know that I fulfilled my purpose, which is also why it's important for me to have some form of engagement on the post. Whether you just like put little thumbs up or little heart or whatever, please drop some hearts in the comments. I'd like green hearts, please. Only green hearts. Or you can send me a yellow one. Or red, yellow, green. You can do that. But like I said, I don't want any no, don't send me no black hearts, okay? I don't want that. Or you send me a little ice cube. There was a little ice cube, a little smoke. Yeah, I like that. The ice cube and the smoke is kind of icy, but on fire. Oh, just know what I mean. But I had a good day today. So I was like, you know what, let me get on here and film like a little something, So then I want to get to the message that I got about the 15th of March. So this could be somebody's birthday, or this could be an anniversary, or just something. And I added the numbers up, and it was the numeric value of 9. So ending a cycle, completion. But because it's 15th of March, I took it as the 9 of Cups, okay? So the 9 of Cups is water energy, okay? So the 9 of Cups is all about wish fulfillment. So there could be something that you were trying to manifest during that time. You may need to check the 15th of March, what kind of moon cycle it was, where you were at during that time, because it seems very significant to a lot of you. Like I said, this could actually be somebody's birthday that comes across this message, or there could be a significance to that date. And so I'm seeing someone's wish fulfillment actually happen. So something happening on that date. If it hasn't happened yet, I'm seeing significance on the 15th of March, or something about that time, or something came into completion there. This could be someone's wedding anniversary as well, actually. I'm picking up strong Pisces energy though from this particular message. Obviously, I know it is during Pisces season. We're coming up Pisces to Aries season. That's the last week of Pisces season. And I know that shit. I'm just like, yeah, let's end this now so we can get to Aries season. Let's get to the beginning. Let's get to the start. So I'm seeing that, yeah, someone needs to just cut it with the finances and stuff. That I'm seeing that someone may also have a gambling addiction, which is why this finance shit keeps coming up. There's a lot of blue in these cards as well. Like the cards that I pulled in particular is like a lot of blue and a lot of green. So again, it's giving me earth energy and water energy. So Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio in particular that I feel like I'm talking to. There's no fire here. I'm the only fire, bitch. Like I'm the one on fire. But that's okay, because you only need a little bit of fire. Okay, at the end of the day, you need your own element. So discover what your element is, and I mean it figuratively and literally. Your element, and then what works best for you to let shit go. Because that was the main theme here. It's like, please let it go. That we're getting Elsa. Like, I'm not going to be singing Let It Go. Okay, so we're not doing that. Okay, I'm not the karaoke girl. Okay, well, I could be. I feel like I need to get back into that because I do love karaoke. Do you guys like karaoke? Let me know if you do. And then maybe like one day we need to just meet up and have like a karaoke session. And we can just not judge each other and we can just sing. And then we can just like hype each other up. And then maybe we can go and do performances as well. Like, who knows? Like, be like, you know what? We just started this on a whim, you know? So let me know if you like karaoke still. Like I said, a lot of blue energy. I'm also picking up on someone from the Bahamas. So, you know, welcome. I love it. You know, I love all my West Indian people, as you know. So welcome. Love it, love it, love it. You know, I'm loving it because at the end of the day, I want to reach other energies now. I'm reaching, you know, the girl's reaching and she's reaching far and fucking wide. Oh, you know, I'm so happy and I'm so excited for the next messages I have for you guys. Please let me know if it resonated or if you want to talk about something in particular. Please start a topic in the comments, or you can, you know, message me. Like I said, I have a few products that I have not yet listed on my store, but if you are welcome, if you feel that you want to purchase something. So I have a few tarot decks available, I have some oils available, and I also have mojo bags, which are protection bags. So let me know if there's anything in particular that you need. I can ship that shit out on Monday, okay, because I have it ready to go. It's just not been listed yet. So yeah, and if not, I will drop the link to my shop. And yeah, please support your girl. Bye.